Tracy Ruble.
Hi, I'm Chris Ruble, and we're the Fast Mothers. You are watching the This Is Metal Show, Firerock TV video premiere of our new single, Honey Mercy Please, from our new album,
All the way from Memphis.
on Firerock Music.
Like it stands Hi, this is Tom Collier. You're watching the This Is Metal Show video premiere on Firerock Music TV. I got my co-host Jason Houston. We also got Blast Zone Mike here, and today's guest is Chris Ruble of the Fast Mothers. We're going to talk about his new video for a song "Honey Mercy Please." Correct?
Yes. How's everybody doing?
Good, good. Mike, why don't you start off with the first question?
Yeah, my first question for Chris is, how did you come to the conclusion of this song coming out?
Well, actually, we think that this song actually represents what we do, which is rock and roll. You know, we have quite a few different tunes that we play. We do the blues, we do a little southern rock, but this song is totally rock and roll. It's what we're about, and it's one of our favorites.
Nice. Excellent. Well, let's talk about the video. Who produced the video for you guys? What a great video. We all watched that. So how did you guys come up with the concept and who produced it?
Well, Alan Bone is our public relations guy here in Memphis, and he does all of our online stuff, and he does our merchandise and stuff like that. And what I asked him to do was to put together just some short clips of some of our best shows from the past year. And that's what we decided to do. And we thought it just fit the song well. And it's on a good budget, too, as well.
That's always good. Hey, Jason, go ahead. Why don't you ask the question?
Well, yeah, obviously, like you're talking a little bit about the budget of the video, and it's amazing because watching the video, it's like something you would have seen on MTV back in the day. And I love the fact that it's in-house and didn't cost you guys that much. Sometimes it's not important how much money you spend. It's in-house, and I think that's cool. So talk a little bit about that and just kind of having that down-home approach and everybody in the band involved in the video making.
Absolutely. Yeah, we totally had a blast putting it together. We're looking forward to doing some other in-house videos. We're probably our second single will release will probably be a live video and from a show. We have an upcoming show here in December. We play in Memphis every year, Christmas for the kids. And so I think we're going to do some video shooting that night.
Excellent, excellent. Mike, go ahead.
So with your career, which is 20 years this year,
Yes.
You and your brother created this band, and it was because of your father, correct?
Absolutely. It was strictly just to help carry on his musical legacy. You know, he passed away, and like most musicians, you know, you go through life and you kind of reflect and wonder, you know, have I really touched anyone? And I think he didn't realize how many people he touched with his music. But my brother, he was in a band at the time, and he says, you know what, we're going to form a rock and roll band. I want you to play drums, and we're going to honor Dad. And we've been doing that for 20 years now.
Excellent, excellent. Why don't you tell me a little bit what this meaning of this song is? I mean, it's got such a cool name. What's the concept in the writing of the song?
Well, you know, with most of our songs, you know, it's based on life. It's based on actual events. You know, my brother, being a singer, has had some tumultuous relationships. He's married now to a wonderful lady, but at the time Honey Mercy came out, it's strictly a song about a relationship kind of gone sour, and I think a lot of rock and roll reflects that.
Nice, nice. That's what I thought. Jason, go ahead.
Well, you know, it's interesting because there are a lot of famous brothers, you know, in rock music. Interestingly enough, I just got done reading Alex Van Halen's book, and he talks a lot about how him and his brother Ed were really joined at the hip, and you know, music brought them together. Would you do you talk a little bit about your relationship you have with your brother, and do you think music has really like helped you guys to get along, and what's that relationship been like as far as creating music together?
Well, you know, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I'll tell you exactly how it happened. I was knee deep in a corporate career with the second leading greeting card company in America. And I gave that up. I walked away from it. I went and bought a drum set. Of course, I've been playing since I was a kid. I just never really took it serious until my brother asked me to join him. And I tell you, we're identical twins. We're 10 minutes apart. So everything you guys have ever heard about twins is absolutely true. The intuition, the finishing each other's sentences, knowing what the other's going to do before they do it. And, you know, it has brought my brother and I so close together. This is our baby. The Fast Mothers is our baby. And Tracy and I treat it that way. You know, it's the best relationship that a sibling could have.
Oh wow! Let me ask you, Tom. When you saw the finished product and the band sent you the video, what was your initial reaction?
Well, that is such a cool tune. So that was like, I thought, I heard their whole album, obviously, but that was like the tune. I didn't pick it for him, but that was a tune I would have picked. It's got such a great groove to it. The video was like a throwback video. Mike sent it to me, and I was like, wow, yeah, I loved it. I mean, it brings you right back to your roots too. There's some the bar shots, things like that. Them playing it, it's actually showing it's true to life what they're doing. So my impression was a great video, great job done, guys. It's fantastic.
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Mike,
that.
you got another question for him?
Yeah, when me and Chris sat down and we were talking about what should be the first single and what, things like that, Chris was amazing to work with. I mean, he took advice. He took, how do you think it went, Chris, with our talks about the album and the video and the first song?
Everything, this relationship with Firerock Music from the beginning, I'm talking from the very first phone call, has been amazing. I love the fact that the president of the company has his own band. He knows what he's doing. You have a eye for talent, and I knew that before we joined Firerock. I've been following you for years, and it's been a really great experience, especially our first time being on a record label. Everything we've done in the past 20 years has been released independently, and it's tough, but it's always good to have people like you guys in our corner, people we can lean on for advice. And a lot of that advice has been taken to heart, and we learned a lot from you guys this year.
Excellent. Very, Jason, you got any more questions?
I like to ask you, Chris, when I listen to the band, you guys remind me of a cross between the Black Crowes and Aerosmith, really rooted in Aerosmith's 70s type of rock. And it's interesting because Aerosmith is they finally called it a day. And I think the Fast Mothers is a great band to kind of pick up where Aerosmith left off.
Well, those will be some big shoes to fill, but obviously, we are inspired by those bands. We've stated on many occasions, we're not reinventing the wheel. So what you hear at our live shows and on our record is everything you probably already heard. It's just, we take our influences. Now, Wayne, who writes all of our songs, or most of them, I should say, Wayne is very particular. We write a song. If it sounds too much like something else, he will not have it, because, he doesn't want, a blatant ripoff. But
Sure.
It's hard not to reflect our influences in our music. And so we don't hide behind that. We love Aerosmith. Matter of fact, the Black Crowes are our greatest influence as far as my brother and I are concerned. But yeah, the Beatles, the Stones, Aerosmith, anything rock and roll.
And let me ask you, Chris, real quick, for people listening to this, when is the release date for the album?
It will be actually on the 8th of this month. So here just a couple weeks.
Actually, next week.
Next week, actually. Yeah, it is next week. I'm sorry. October has flown by so quick, but yes, it will be on the 8th of November.
Excuse me, Tom. I was going to ask, can people get physical copies once November 8th comes around? Can they get CDs? And how's the best way to get a copy of the album?
So they're available everywhere through Walmart, Target, Barnes and Noble, Tower Records, you name it. But it starts out right now. The pre-sale links are up online. Amazon Prime, Amazon has them. They're worldwide. If you live in the Ukraine, you can buy their CD in the Ukraine, and we will ship it to you. So I mean, they're Japan, everywhere. So people should really get out there and support these guys, because I mean, they're doing stuff for children. I love the fact that they're doing stuff for children. I mean, I'm doing a Christmas show too. I'm donating half the money to children ourselves, to help people. Every year I do stuff like that. We do stuff for local veterans. So I love when one of our bands does this, but everybody should go out and buy this album because it's just such a great thing. So, but I think it's getting that time. We got to wrap it up here pretty quick. Does anybody have another question before we leave?
I have more questions for Mike. Mike, how did you find these guys? Because they're a great find, I got to tell you.
Well, me and Chris have been friends for God since MySpace, probably. I mean, we go all the way back, and when Tom gave me the job, I went and wanted to sign all my friends and the people that I like. And Chris, I gotta say, Chris is one of the most outstanding musicians I've worked with. I mean, he took everything in. He never wanted to argue about it. It was like, if you all think this is the way it should be, then we'll do it this way. And I really appreciate that from Chris for being so easy to work with and, do things. I mean, these guys have been doing it 20 years, so they knew the story, they knew what they had to do, So the one thing I want to add is I said the one go I have for them is to go out on the road with the Rolling Stones.
Maybe.
Hopefully they still keep on playing, because I'd love to see them on the road with the Rolling Stones or Black Crows or Dirty Honey or something like that. And with this band, I think it could happen.
Yeah.
With this band, I really think it could happen. I mean, because they've got all the goods that they need to make that happen.
Excellent. Well, Chris, thanks so much for being on the show. We'll try to get this out Friday. We're going to try to get this thing the same day as your release. We'll talk to Leith. He's got a couple personal things going on. We'll get that all straightened around. Everything is good. Mike, Scott, Mike, Jason, guys, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. And I can't thank you guys enough. Mike, Tom, Jason, love you guys and hope to be back soon.
I love the fact that Chris has no ego.
Absolutely.
Down to earth guy, Cool guy.
Yep.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thanks.
I said we'll see you guys.
Bye-bye.